Welcome to the Comrades podcast.
I'm the Quake.
And I'm Sulfurno.
This is where we're going to talk about channel news and games.
And whatever else we think of.
Alright, we're playing One Piece Warriors
3?
4.
4. Okay. We're playing a Warriors game! I'm player 2, for once.
He's going as Ace and I'm Whitebeard.
Yeah, because he, it actually reflects us quite well, even though it's a bit of a dramatization of our heights.
Yeah, I am a 6'5" person. I am not a short person whatsoever.
Anyways, the reason that our videos were,
The reason why our videos kind of just stopped is because recently we lost our first editor. So
they're not dead, but they had.
Well, no, like she quit.
We had better things that she could work or would be working on.
Yeah, but anyway, we had to find a new editor.
Yeah, and that took a lot longer than we originally thought it would.
Yeah.
But our new editor, the last few videos that we've done on the Ratchet and Clank series has been done by them. So you can thank him for the much more entertaining content.
Yeah.
And
we think he's been doing pretty good with our content, and he's the fresh look that we need for our channel.
Yeah, and you can flash up any kind of logo or whatever you'd like to use to introduce yourself right now.
But anyway, our lack of videos is mainly because we lost our editor.
And now that should be settled for quite a good long while. Shouldn't be quite the problem that it has been, and we should be able to be posting on Sundays once again.
Yep. Also, the channel now has a Twitter. It's Co-op Comrades Outlook.com on Twitter. You can go there and follow us to get channel updates or just talk to Soul or I.
Yeah, it's where we'll be doing a good chunk of the interaction, since we can't do things like polls on YouTube without having
1,000 subs and 4,000 hours of view time.
Seriously?
Yes.
That's a good while. That's gonna be a while.
But we are more than happy to grow with our viewers.
Yeah, it should be fun. Plus, if you're someone who's getting in early, you're much more likely to have a whole lot of interaction with the YouTube channel.
Yeah. But we encourage our subscribers and viewers who are not subscribed yet to pop by the Twitter and give us a holler.
And we should have a link to it in the description.
Yep. We are thinking about the next game after Ratchet and Clank is Fable 2.
Co-op, of course.
Yep. Now, Fable 2 is not the best couch co-op in the world, but
it should be entertaining to watch.
Well, yeah, because you see, Soul here is a goody two-shoes in like every single game he plays.
I like the hero job, okay?
And you guys are just going to be watching me massacre everyone while he's trying to be a good guy.
And hopefully it doesn't reflect poorly on me like it does in the next entry in the series. Because trying to play a good person in a game where you can be held accountable for the crimes of whoever you're playing with doesn't work so well.
Oh no, you still have to pay my fine.
Oh, God!
Language.
I will eventually not be swearing like a sailor, I promise. Mr. Mr. YouTube algorithm, demon? I can't imagine it being a god.
No, it's just, algorithm and whatnot. We need to try to get monetized videos so that way.
Well, I mean, we can't get monetized videos until we get 1,000 subscribers.
Right, but if it follows the guidelines, we could possibly bring more traffic into the channel.
Yeah, the algorithm will show it to more people, most likely.
Yeah. I mean, it might not be very helpful to us right now, but it's better than, nothing. Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Also, after Fable 2... What were we doing after Fable 2? I think it was either... What? Salt?
No, Salt and Sanctuary was the finisher.
Salt, okay.
And it's also not a,
Yeah, it was Attack of the Great Juju Challenge. Yeah.
Yeah, Attack of the Great Juju Challenge, I think.
It's a funny, weird, goofy game.
Yeah, we can post an image of the plan poster on Twitter.
Yep.
That way, all you have to do if you're wondering what kind of games we'll be playing, all you have to do is check the Twitter, and it'll be things like that. It will talk about like which games we'll be playing at the moment. Like when we're getting close to finishing a series, that's where you'll be able to find out about it.
Now, we're later on after we finish what games we have planned, we're going to line up about 3 or 4 games, and we're going to do a poll on Twitter, and we want the viewers to vote which game we do next.
Yeah, the polls will be things that we can do on Twitter until we hit the 1,000 mark, and then...
And 4,000 hours watched.
Yeah. And then we'll be able to do the polls in both places, so that if people don't want to do the polls in... Hey, we got a mess. If people don't want to do the polls on YouTube, which I can understand after the annoyance that was the poll spamming, then they'd be able to find it on Twitter.
Yeah. Oh. After we're done with the 5 games on the poster, we're also thinking about possibly doing a whole run thing with Monster Hunter Rise. That's one of our launch due picks and whatnot. Another one is a mech game.
Oh,
Seems
yeah.
a lot of fun.
The one that only had online stuff.
Yeah. Or we could do what was it? There was another one. Or we could run through what was it? Cuphead. Cuphead is another one that people might want to see, or Dark Souls. We have a whole list of games. We could just post the whole list and people can vote which ones they want next. If it's all possible, we might try doing, I think it was Destiny at one point, or For Honor. If that's what the viewers want. Okay?
Can't remember. I know Destiny was something we were considering, but at the same time, I have a bit of a prejudice against it.
It's a good game. It is. Like, first one was, like, I would say was the peak. Alright? The first game was the peak that the company could do for that series. Destiny 2, still a good game, but it's just, you know, the abilities and everything, and just the game in general, just doesn't feel the same as like the first one did, or better. So like it was kind of a little bit of a disappointment when it came out.
Yeah. Sorry, just had a ton of enemies spawn on me.
Yeah, I saw that. But anyway, we're also thinking about what was it? Neverwinter MMORPG.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing something about that.
Yeah, it's I think it was Dungeons and Dragons
Oh yeah.
made that, and it's pretty good. I'm an avid player in it. If you guys wanna at all try to play any games with Solar Eye, my PlayStation Network username is Popping Poppers. Also, we kind of have a Minecraft thing in the works, but we're not sure about it.
Yeah, a friend of ours is making a mod pack.
But we don't know if
We don't know when it's gonna be done.
that, and we have our own little mod pack made already, but we don't know if any of you guys would want to see that.
We're probably gonna do Minecraft at some point.
Yeah. But right now we're trying to focus more on the
Retro games.
Yes, we're doing retro games right now, but that's not the point I was going to.
Yeah, the couch co-op.
Yeah, the couch co-op part, because we think
retro games did it better.
what I'm trying to say is we think it's important that friends and family should be able to play games together in the same room and spend actual quality time with each other. Because family and friends is important.
Yeah. That's generally Nintendo's way of seeing things as well, if I remember their discussion thing.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I'm a family man, and I do my best to take care of my family and whatnot, you know. And you do the same, so.
As much as I can, in my own limited way.
Yeah. Yeah, when I was, what was it? I think it was I was 10. I was riding my scooter.
You forgot to do something in the game!
Oh. Oops. Sorry. Anyway, I was riding my scooter around the trailer park I was living in down in Kentucky. And, apparently, the part I lived in had one pothole. So I'm going as fast as I can on the scooter, right? And I managed to hit the only pothole in the trailer park. My scooter goes to full stop. I get thrown over the handlebars. And I slid 3 feet across blacktop.
I crashed a bicycle once, and I ended up not being able to walk for a while.
Like, all the skin on my right knee was gone.
I kept my knees off the pavement.
Yeah, I didn't have a choice in this.
Well, I was wearing gloves too, so
Yeah,
that's part of why.
I wasn't wearing knee pads or anything. I was just thrown off the scooter. Because the scooter...
Yeah, I was able to keep my, I was taking a turn, and there was a puddle that was covered by leaves, so the result was, when I hit the puddle that didn't look like it was actually a puddle, just a pile of leaves, the bike decided, hey, I'm not actually going to be under you anymore.
Right.
And then I was, of course, just sliding across well-rained-on pavement, which, if anyone knows what that's like, it's basically the pavement equivalent of cheese grating. But because we were working on making a couple new outdoor buildings at the time, I was lucky enough to be wearing gloves. So I was able to keep the majority of myself off of the ground by pushing against the ground with the gloves on. The gloves ended up wrecked, of course, but so did my shoes. But mainly, it kept me off the thing as I went just sliding. And don't ask me how you can slide on what's effectively sandpaper, but worse. But I managed it.
Right.
And there was someone with a truck who actually managed to catch that. And because of them, I didn't have to
walk back home.
Yeah, and they were able to take the bike with them.
Well, that's nice. Right. So, my sister and I were, alright, picking up grass out of the yard, because I live on a farm, and when we mow a 10-acre yard, right? So it's a lot of grass to pick up. So we're using pitchforks to pick up the grass. Well, Rachel saw, my sister saw me put the pitchfork in the ground. Alright? And she tried doing that. Guess what she did?
She stabbed herself in the foot.
Yep.
That takes skill.
It does. It really does. There's this, okay. So, like, there was a time I had, like, this severe blonde moment for a whole week before. Wanna know what about? Okay, so for a while, I thought the word prenub was pap smear.
I'm sorry, but how?
I don't know. Just in my head, that was what you would sign. For some reason. So, like, I was talking about, like, how I was telling my fiance's family I would sign a prenup, right? But instead of I was talking to my mom about it, instead of saying prenup, I said pap smear.
Ow. Ouch. That's... How? How and ow?
It's also not as bad as the time where I accidentally cooked the turkey upside down and said the turkey had no breasts.
I don't even know how to react to that one.
You don't know how to react to that one.
Anything else from the days of blondehood?
There was one time to where I kept, what was it? Oh, okay, this is a good one. So, you know those weird puzzle things where, you have to solve to figure it out, right? You gotta take it apart and put it back together.
Not particularly.
You never ran into those?
Nope.
Oh. Well, like, I managed to get most of it apart, but I was stuck on one thing, and it was a rope and whatnot. It was tied to the, a main piece of the puzzle. And I couldn't figure out why I couldn't get it apart. Mom's like, it's real simple. It's something you should have done first. I went, what are you talking about?
Google it.
I didn't have a phone at the time. A smartphone. And all my mom had was a flip phone.
Oh.
Yeah. So. But anyway. I just didn't see that the rope was tied. Alright? Like, I just have these moments where I don't see what's right in front of me.
Pretty sure that's everyone.
No, it's really bad with me, because I walk into stop signs, light posts.
Oh, yeah!
I walk into, like, glass doors. Like, you name it, I've walked into it. I could potentially just walk into radioactive waste one day and be like, when did I walk into this? Oh, one 4th of July, I was out on K.I. Sawyer with some friends, and we were doing fireworks, right? Well, my friends didn't realize that the box was bad, and it was leaking gunpowder. So when they lit it, the whole box exploded, and each and every firework, I swear to God, shot towards me.
And I remember our fireworks. They were called Whizbees. I can't find them anywhere, and for good reason, but so like normally you light them and they're these little firecracker-like things, and instead of exploding, they just spin. And we did a number of different things with them. The first thing we did, of course, was set them on end and light them, and sure enough, they turned into wheels that just shot down our driveway. And that was being the first thing, we then immediately thought, this has a lot of get up and go. What happens if you put it in water? And it was rather boring. But then we thought, what if you throw it? Now, what we didn't take into consideration, or know, mind you, was the reason these things span so fast is because one side lights to spin it in one direction, and then another part lights that spins it faster, but on the other side. But in the air, when it's not got anything to actually spin on, the result of that is it shoots in one direction and then beelines in another. So if you chuck it up into the air, you generally know it's going to go away from you the first time, but the second time, no one knows. And
yeah, and each and every time we threw it up in the air, it beelined for me every single time.
Not every time,
most
but enough times for us to generally get the idea of, hey, maybe his claim for fireworks wanting to kill him might not have been quite so much lies.
No.
Especially when you had to duck from like 2 of them. Didn't one actually hit you because the first time it went off, it shot right at you, you ducked, but then the next time it went off, it smacked you in the back?
Yes.
And then you just decided to start hiding behind someone.
One time, one of my roommates, when I was living out in K.I. Sawyer, alright, shot a Nerf dart gun at the ceiling, and the Nerf dart bounced off the ceiling and then hit me in the eye. Now, for those of you watching who don't know me very well, my eyes are like magnets for any projectile.
I don't think it's so much your eyes as just your head, because I've experienced that.
Yeah, no, just things go towards my face all the time.
And I didn't believe him for a good while. And then I kind of started having to, because I noticed it. Dibs on fighting the yellow guy.
Yellow guy?
Well, I was hoping to only fight one. You can handle the big gold one. I just wanted the old guy.
Where are you?
Over in a direction.
I hate this map. Oh.
They are right next to each other.
Okay, awakening. Conquerors hockey.
Got Garp.
I got Son Goku already. No, there's, remember when we'd throw roof tiles at each other?
Oh, yeah! So, putting a new roof on things. You get bored when you're like, what, 13, 14?
Yeah.
And then you find out that, hey, these things fly really well like Frisbees.
No, these are like styrofoam roof tiles or something like that.
Oh, no, the ceiling tiles.
Yeah, the ceiling tiles. We would throw them at each other.
Yeah, so big, I think they were like a foot by foot or something like that. Or they were bit bigger than that.
They're 14 by 12, I think.
Yeah, they were rather sizable, which would be kind of surprising. Anyways, we're going outside, and we find out that that they fly really well. Problem is, they're rather dangerous things when thrown.
Especially around me. Because I have the face magnet. You know, like, Soul and I were with a couple of our friends and whatnot, and we were throwing them at each other and having fun, and then one just starts flying dead beeline towards my face. And then all of a sudden it just curves a second before it hits me. Remember that?
Yeah, everyone was just like, boy, you're blessed. Do we have any gaming stories?
How about that one time we managed to, I think it was a Smash Bros. Moment where we broke the game somehow.
Oh yeah, we got the multiple tie until the game couldn't figure out who.
Oh yeah, we just kept getting sudden death over and over and over.
Yeah, okay, so this isn't like how you would do it normally. We were playing stock, and we didn't know you could tie with stock. But without any kind of time, we didn't have any time limit, right? So it was just whoever ends up killing the other guy. But the problem was, we ended up killing each other at so close to the same time that the result was the Wii U didn't have enough processing speed to really comprehend who got killed first.
And then the game crashed.
No, it didn't crash, it just gave up trying after a few tries.
And then we got a congratulations thing of draw. Right?
Yeah.
And that was weird. We're like, how did we draw?
Yeah, so we blasted each other. Oh wow, I actually caught that guy in the air. We blasted each other off stage from the center of it. And like we're fighting. We blast each other off the stage at such the same time that we both just go, who won? And then it puts us into sudden death after a massive lag. As the computer basically tries to handle things like milliseconds calculation. And it just couldn't. So the result was we ended up in sudden death. So we're like, oh, we get to be in sudden death. Kill each other immediately in the center of the stage. Blast each other with the same way that we did the first time. And the result was that it sudden deathed us again. Except then, the next time that we got into it, instead of just having multiple sudden deaths, it decided to put us into draw.
The Wii U decided to give up on us that day.
Yeah, it decided, hey, I'm not gonna calculate. It might have only been one sudden death that we got, but anyways, it lagged for the longest time, both times, and then just put us into draw.
Or what about that, the ping pong in Wii Sports Resort?
You mean when we decided to start playing with the side of the table instead of the normal way?
Yeah.
Or when we were playing with the table as like probably a basketball court away from each of us?
Yeah, that was insane.
It was interesting to be trying to play from within the crowd.
Yeah. We've done some pretty crazy stuff in the ping pong.
One for a special once we hit a subscriber milestone or two, one of the things we're probably going to be playing is one of the Wii Sports games, because we have a very interesting story about Wii Sports boxing.
Oh yeah. We managed to go on a match that was just...
It took us the maximum amount of time possible.
Wasn't it like almost 3 hours our time?
No, that was the I think that was the running.
Oh yeah, that was the triathlon in the Wii Sports Resort.
Where it just would not end.
And we had to actually go back to the escorts for the triathlon, because apparently if you pass it, you can't complete the triathlon.
Yeah,
So we just kept running and swimming and ATV and
not the try. It wasn't like that. It was just the running.
Yeah, we just kept running and running and running and running. We're like, when will this end? And it just wouldn't end. And we lapped like the tour guide.
We didn't lap him. You can't lap him in that thing. But what we did do is we passed him rather close at the start because we were racing each other.
Yeah.
And you have to keep bringing the joysticks, the Wii controller and the nunchuck up and down a bunch. And you can do it faster to go faster, except if you're racing someone in a marathon, that's not a good idea. Especially when, like, I think we got time added or something the further you went. So when you're way ahead of the guy who's supposed to be leading you places, it doesn't go well. So we
just
found...
kept getting more time and more time added.
And we kept thinking, oh, this next thing is going to be the finish line. Nope.
Finish line never showed up. Until we went, like, waited for...
No, we found the end finish line.
Yeah, but it took forever.
Yeah, so there's like checkpoints, right? And every time we hit a checkpoint, we thought it was the end, so we start slowing down.
Yeah, because like it gives you a moment to rest after each checkpoint. So like, oh, finally we're done. Okay, next checkpoint. We're like, what?
Yeah, just every time.
Anyway, we're sad to cut this to an end, but it's like
Almost 7, probably.
almost 7 in the morning and whatnot. So if you like our podcast, please subscribe and hit the bell to keep updated for when we'll post our next video or podcast.
And check out the Twitter.
Yep, and check out the Twitter. We'll leave a link in the description to the Twitter. Also, if you like this video, please hit the like button so that way the YouTube algorithm will share our videos with people.
And if you hated this, tell us in the comments. We'd love to hear so. Well, the algorithm would. I'd feel hurt.
Well, not hated, but like if you we want constructive criticism. Stuff, any way you think we could improve, please tell us.
Well, yeah, that would actually help.
Yeah.
But also, just commenting, like, the word lame. That also technically helps because the algorithm. That's how dumb it is.
But anyway, thank you for watching our podcast.
Or listening.
Or listening, whatever. And hope you all have a wonderful day, night, or whatever.
Point in time. Have a wonderful existence in the moment.
Alright, see you later.